can't live life in disguise. Cause real recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tight like ties. On the industry advice, I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in disguise. We lit in real life.
Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, this is Madden Football on EA Sports.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Play action. Stafford. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play there on the first play of the game. 51 yards.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this has taken that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Williams. And he'll get this down only to the 18. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And now their versatile running back. Here's Austin Eckler. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On first down, here's Daniels to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Ah, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Flushed out right. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 12-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Daniels. To the right side and caught by Sinnott. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Daniels looking to throw. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Jamison Crowder. High in the air to bring it in. And the Commanders are on the board first on the road here in LA. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger. And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Daniels now to throw on 1st down. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To the air goes Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing now is Daniels. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Stafford on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Ethan Evans on now to punt. First kick 47. This one looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 4. Eckler now between the tackles. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Quick throw there is incomplete. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A very solid gain of 27. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed. And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes. He just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well. Showed it right there. Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw. Here's 2nd and 10. Stafford now to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion. It's tipped, but it doesn't matter. He still catches it. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 now. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He'll buy some time right. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And the defense says they have it. They do. One play. Into the ball game, an early turnover. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he? He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case. The rookie from LSU leading this offense well. A good throw there leads to a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Here's 3rd and 10. Now Daniels. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson. 45 yards. And the Commanders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Stafford. Throws left side. Atwell's got it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Here's Stafford. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes. And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
Now left side on the swing pass. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The end result, 21 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing. And they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle with Eckler. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Eluding the pressure right. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. And this one's not close. Not even close. Short and to the right, it's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Screen play set up for Williams. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Now it's Stafford. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Here's Ethan Evans now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Big yardage that time for Washington, 48 yards.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Eckler will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then 1 play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. That one out wide and intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Daniels. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction. On 2nd down, Eckler. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now Stafford. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick six, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial try? Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And some room to work.
And it's Washington that scooped. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score.
Now the try here for the point after. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On second down, Williams. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And they'll send Kupp in motion right.
And he is going to lose yardage here. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw, Stafford. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Stafford.
That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and they will remain well behind.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
77 yards on the ground for Eckler here, and that's a first down.
Looking to throw. Daniels. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. On the give, this is Eckler. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Working out of the gun, Daniels. This is swung out to Eckler. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Daniels. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So more of the same here, CD. Not a touchdown, but 3 more points added on to their lead.
Yeah, it's been a total domination here in this first half. Offensively, defensively, even the special teams have chipped in as he connects on the field goal. It may be a little bit premature, but I think the only thing they're worried about dominating now, the post-game meal.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then tonight and see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Now Stafford. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Commanders are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles. But well, that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away. Pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters. But in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes.
Oh, poor throw there, and it's intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Stafford's throw pulled in by Atwell here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. On first down, Stafford here. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
This 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Daniels. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Looking to throw. Daniels looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A first down throw for Daniels. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Daniels now on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Draw play. It's Eckler. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down. Daniels to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Being chased out left. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jaden Daniels taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Commanders are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. On second down, here's Stafford. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. 3rd and 2, Stafford. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness, there was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now it's Crowder. Breaks a tackle. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And out will come the offense as they take over. One final possession for the Commanders in this opening half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. That one downfield for Dotson. And, oh, he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. It'll go as a loss of a yard on what should be the final play of the first half. So we've reached halftime here. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. They couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. On first down, Daniels. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down. Now a toss play to Eckler. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he goes out right around the 39. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. To throw is Stafford. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So on fourth down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And they will remain well behind.
Partner, this is certainly turning out to be one of those days. Here we are in the second half. They're being shut out. Offense is doing nothing. And you're just saying, please, come on, give us something here to your kicker. But even this is no good.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a second down and 6. It's Eckler again. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Daniels. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Running on first down, Eckler. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And even 150 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A handoff. It's Eckler. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Austin Eckler.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders extend their lead yet again.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first
oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
2nd down and 3.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Robinson is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Up the middle with Eckler. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
Daniel's going to throw for it.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. On 1st down, it's Stafford.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Daniels. That one is slant to McLaurin. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the 1st half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves. But we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Here's Stafford. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Crowder now to return. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38.
Here's Daniels.
Escaping the pressure right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Daniels looking to throw.
Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz.
And oh, he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And some nice running going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams 35.
Throwing now is Daniels.
They'll roll him out right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Eckler now between the tackles. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 190 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. To the air goes Daniels. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Ben Sennett from 8 yards out. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. They wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Washington getting the victory here.
And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.